The recent bad weather and the impact of storms Babette and Kieron have turned our newly exposed stables courtyard into an area of mud and sludge. But this hasn't stopped us progressing the project, with work on the scaffolding structures continuing despite the wind and rain. A temporary roof structure is being erected over the part of the stables that will eventually become the new cafe. Once this is completed, we'll remove the slates from this building so that we can fully inspect the roof timbers beneath. The area which will be occupied by the new production kitchens has already had its roof slates removed, and we're well underway with the remedial work required for the roof timbers. Most of the timber structures are sound enough to retain, but there are areas where we've needed to replace complete sections. In places where only partial repairs are required, we've spliced new timber sections into the original and provided strengthening supports where necessary. In previous videos, we've talked about the fact that the new production kitchens will be a real game changer for the team at Wentworth Woodhouse. Today, chef Mark Vernon explains why.
Hello, my name's Mark Vernon and I'm the senior chef here at Wentworth Woodhouse. At this present time here at Wentworth Woodhouse we have two operational kitchens, one which is the butler's pantry, which deals with all of the hot and cold main course items and savoury items for the cafe on site. And we also have George IV kitchen, which deals mainly with all of the sweet treats in butler's pantry and the afternoon tea offer that we do in the Long Gallery every weekend. We also cater for events and corporate dinners, lunches, buffets and three-course dinners up to 150 covers. From a challenger's point of view, with the size of Wentworth Woodhouse as it is, it's very difficult to get everything in one place. On a daily basis, most of the chefs will do at least 15,000 steps. We have goods inwards at one end of the building and we have kitchens at the other. It's a very old building, as we know, and the kitchens are on very, very different levels.
The new kitchens will increase our existing capacity exponentially and provide new opportunities for the teams at Wentworth Woodhouse.
Happily, when the stables project does come online, we will have a central production unit for all of our sweet treats, which will be supplied into the butler's pantry and the Long Gallery for afternoon tea. We are also working quite closely with the local catering colleges. This will bring in some new talent from the local area and we will be able to use the stables as a local training facility. We're also looking in the next 18 months at using some of our produce out of the orchard at Camellia House. We had a small trial of doing that this year and it seemed to work very well, so we're looking forward to expanding on that next year. And with the help of our head gardener Scott Jameson, we're going to start and grow some of our own salad vegetables, so lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, and we're really looking forward to that. On a personal note, seeing the project at the stables through from the start to the very end is very, very exciting, and it just gives us an idea of the future that we will all have here at Wentworth Woodhouse.
As we demolish the intrusive 20th century structures that had been built to create changing rooms and showers when the stables were used for educational purposes, the impact of these changes on the original fabric of the stables building was revealed. In general, this is fairly small and easily remedied, but one area of wall had been quite dramatically altered, and this is the wall that needs to be removed to allow for the kitchen extension structure to be built. These mid-century alterations pose a temporary challenge for us as we work at roof level and begin to lay the foundations for the new extension.
My name's Rory Chisholm. I'm an architect and associate with Donald Insall Associates, and we are the architects and lead designers behind a number of projects on the site, and today we're going to talk about the stable buildings that we're working on. The steel beams you can see directly behind me are temporary works or propping to allow us to keep the upper floors and the roof supported while we do works at a lower level of the wall. In this case, the central arch of the wall had deteriorated and required some significant repairs. So we're propping the upper levels while we put in a new lintel to support the roof in the future and then rebuild the wall below. One key feature about this part of the building is that at lower level, at ground floor, it will be part of a future kitchen, and so the walls will be covered. and you won't be able to see the historic building. So in that case, we're able to make repairs in modern brickwork. Whereas on the first floor, the historic stonework will be exposed and people will be able to go up to it and touch it. So we're making sure to make repairs up there in a like-for-like way, using stone in the same way it would have when it was originally constructed.
Once the wall has been removed, there's more work to do to prepare the original part of the stables to receive the new kitchen extension.
The propping and the temporary works you can see behind me here are a key part of our designs to allow for an open plan kitchen to be formed. And that open plan kitchen will be to the highest specification, which unlocks the entire site here at the stables and allows some of the other buildings to become high-end event spaces catered for by this kitchen. As you can see in various places on the building where we've had to remove some of the existing stonework, we've made sure to keep it and reclaim it for use either back in the same place where we're rebuilding parts of the wall, or reuse around the building in other places where holes need to be filled and historic damage has been done to the building, which we can correct using the reclaimed stone.
We're looking forward to 2024, when the regeneration works at the stables will take on new pace and we'll start to see the new production kitchens being installed. There's still a lot of work to do. So subscribe to our channel and join us on this incredible journey.